Let's begin with an honest question. You consider yourself a good person. You value truth, you act with integrity, and you treat others with respect. So why do you sometimes feel like you're losing? Why do you see people with fewer skills and weaker ethics get ahead? Why do your good intentions get taken advantage of? You feel a growing frustration, a sense that the rules you play by are not the same rules the world is using. And you are right. This is not a failure of your character. It is a failure of your strategy. You have been taught to play a noble game of checkers in a world that is, and always has been, playing a ruthless game of chess. Today, we are going to learn the rules of this other game. Our guide will be one of the most controversial and misunderstood thinkers in history, Niccolò Machiavelli. Let me be absolutely clear. This is not a guide to becoming a cynical or manipulative person. It is the opposite. It is a guide to understanding the world with such clarity that you are no longer manipulated by it. This is about forging a personal strength that allows you to act with greater purpose and integrity, protecting your own good intentions in a complex world. Chapter 1. The first principle. Build on rock, not sand, the truth of human nature. The first and most fundamental principle of Machiavellian thought is to see the world with clear, unsentimental eyes. Most of our suffering in life comes from building our plans on the sand of wishful thinking. The hope that people will always be rational, fair, and selfless. Machiavelli, in his masterpiece, The Prince, makes a stark observation. He says a leader must learn how not to be good. This is a shocking statement, but it is not a command to be evil. It is a command to be a realist. It means you must understand that self-interest, ambition, and fear are the primary drivers of human behavior. You cannot build a successful life or career pretending these forces don't exist. The idealist builds their fortress on the sand of how they wish people were. The realist builds their fortress on the solid rock of how people actually are. This created a huge debate in philosophy, contrasting with the idealism of ancient Greeks like Plato, who believed the ideal philosopher king should be a perfect model of virtue. Machiavelli argued that to be only virtuous in a world that is not, is to guarantee your own ruin. Imagine a young idealistic founder. Let's call her Chloe. She starts a non-profit organization with a brilliant mission. She enters into a partnership with a larger, more established corporation, assuming they share her noble goals. She operates with total transparency, sharing her strategies, her contacts, and her innovations, believing in the power of good-willed collaboration. 6 months later, she is devastated to find that the corporation has taken her best ideas, rebranded them as their own, and launched a competing project, effectively cutting her out. Chloe's mistake was not her good intention. Her mistake was building her strategy on the sand of idealism. A Machiavellian realist would have approached the partnership differently. They would have still collaborated, but they would have first studied the corporation's interests. They would have protected their most valuable assets, shared information strategically, and built a partnership based not on blind trust, but on mutually beneficial outcomes. By understanding the rock-solid truth of human nature, they would have protected their noble mission from it. Chapter 2. The second principle. Master the guards at the gate. The control of perception. The second principle is to understand that the world does not react to who you are. It reacts to who it perceives you to be. You are the ruler of your own small kingdom, your life, your career. And a wise ruler does not let everyone see the inner workings of the castle. Machiavelli wrote, "The vulgar crowd always is taken by appearances." While this sounds cynical, it is a profound truth about social dynamics. People form fast judgments based on the signals you send. Your control over these signals is one of your greatest sources of power. This isn't about being fake. It's about being strategically transparent. This idea is mirrored in the ancient Eastern philosophy of the Chinese legalist, Han Fei. He argued that a wise ruler must never reveal their personal likes or dislikes. Why? Because the moment they do, their ministers and subjects will know exactly how to manipulate them with flattery or by feigning shared interests. Think of James, a newly promoted manager. Eager to be a modern leader, he decides to be completely transparent and friendly with his new team. In meetings, he shares his own anxieties about the project. He tells them about the pressure he's getting from his own bosses. He tries to be their friend. The result? His team doesn't see him as a relatable leader. They see him as weak and uncertain. They lose confidence in his direction. Productivity drops. His attempt at total transparency has undermined his authority. After seeking mentorship, James changes his approach. He is still kind, but he now maintains a strategic distance. In meetings, he is calm and decisive. He shares the vision and the plan, but not his own personal anxieties. He becomes the calm, stable center of the team. He has learned to manage perception. He is still the same person inside, but by mastering the guards at the gate, controlling the information he projects, he has become a far more effective and respected leader. Chapter 3. The third principle. Be both the fox and the lion. The art of action. The final principle is about how to act in the world. Machiavelli famously argued that a wise leader must embody two animals, the fox and the lion. The lion is powerful, bold, and can fight off the wolves of direct opposition. This is your courage, your decisiveness, your willingness to take bold action. The fox is clever, adaptable, and can see the traps that others miss. This is your strategy, your caution, your ability to think several moves ahead. Many people are only one. They are a brave lion who charges headfirst into every problem and gets caught in traps. Or they are a cunning fox who sees every trap but is too afraid to ever make a bold move. The master of their own life learns to be both. This is the ultimate lesson in strategy, echoed by the great military thinker Sun Tzu, who taught that true victory comes from knowing when to fight and when not to fight. Consider Maria, a talented creative professional stuck in a safe but soul-crushing corporate job. For years, she has been a fox. She is smart, she sees the risks of leaving, she analyzes every angle, and as a result, she remains frozen in place, her potential unrealized. The fear of traps has paralyzed her. One day, she decides to embrace the lion. But she doesn't do it recklessly. First, she acts as a fox. She spends 6 months saving money, building a network of freelance clients on the side, and researching her market. She identifies and avoids the traps. Then, once her preparations are made, she becomes the lion. She walks into her boss's office, resigns with calm confidence, and makes the decisive, bold leap to start her own small firm. She didn't just wait for the perfect moment, she was a fox who created the perfect moment, and then a lion who had the courage to seize it. This is the art of action, to be clever enough to see the traps and brave enough to act when the path is clear. The benevolent prince of your own life. The wisdom of Machiavelli is a powerful and sometimes dangerous tool. In the hands of a person with a weak character, it can become a license for petty tyranny. But in the hands of a person with a strong inner compass, it becomes a blueprint for effective and benevolent leadership in their own life. The goal is not to build a fortress to keep the world out, but to create a kingdom within yourself that is so well ordered, so strong, and so centered in its purpose that it becomes a source of stability and light for all who interact with it. It is about seeing the world clearly, so your good intentions are not defeated. It is about commanding respect, so your voice can be heard. And it is about acting with both cleverness and courage, so your vision can be made real. The ultimate aim is to become the benevolent prince or princess of your own domain, to rule your own mind, to direct your own path, and to create a life of order, strength, and purpose. Not just for your own benefit, but for the good of all those who reside within your kingdom.